fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves that we are underlings. Brutus and Caesar. What is in that Caesar?
Beware the Ides of March. Timely advice indeed as the Ritz Theater gears up to revive Julius Caesar. One of Shakespeare's most enduringly popular and influential works, Julius Caesar is the ultimate story of political intrigue, ambition, betrayal, and the fall of the mighty Roman Republic. In the play, Brutus joins a conspiracy led by Cassius to assassinate emperor-ascendant Julius Caesar, striving to prevent him from becoming an absolute tyrant. We're here tonight at the Ritz Theater to speak with the cast and crew of William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. For the Shakespeare neophytes out there, how would you encourage them to start with this show?
When Shakespeare was writing his plays, he was not writing them for a highbrow audience. And the language is largely human and poetic. And when you really get to the core of that, that's what you're getting.
We wanted to remove some of the more stodgy elements that might be in a Shakespeare play that might have people think maybe this isn't for me, because it is for you. Shakespeare wrote about human beings. He was, I think, the first to do it in such a compelling and 360-degree view of what a real human being is.
It's a pretty straightforward story. It's easy to understand, and heck, it's got killing in it. And who doesn't like that? That's always exciting in the theater.
And for existing fans of the Bard, what unique elements will this show offer?
Our show is set in modern clothing with modern props, but not in a specifically today's America sort of setting. We sort of leave that blank, that each person can put their own ideas into the show.
And we do a really great job of exploring more of the psychological elements of what this play represents. So you're not just seeing these historical figures, you're seeing people who are real and vulnerable, and the stakes are high.
Young Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear him not, Caesar. He's not dangerous. He is a noble Roman and well-given.
Tell us a bit about your character.
Julius Caesar is, of course, a real historical character, and he was a great orator. He rivaled Cicero, and he was also a great warrior.
I play Marcus Brutus, just known as Brutus more popularly. He is viewed to be historically as a tragic hero. He believes very profoundly in doing the right thing and being an honorable person, but his honor and his pride cloud his judgment and get in the way and really cause some horrible things to happen.
Cassius is something of the ringleader in the conspiracy. It was his idea to kill Caesar. He's also the most bloodthirsty and violent about it, and he's the most ready to go to war in the aftermath to try to fight for this new Rome that he's trying to build.
I play Portia. I am the wife of Marcus Brutus. Her character in the play is brief but impactful. And her purpose is to expose the very private life of an incredibly public man. She is the wife of a senator. There is the Brutus that the Capitol sees, and then there is the Brutus that she sees when he comes home to her.
What do you most appreciate about the Ritz Theater?
The Ritz is just a great place. You know, I mean, historically, this building and the people that run it and the artistic director, Bruce Curlis, I mean, he's done a magnificent job.
Their main stage shows are terrific, and I feel very lucky to have felt so welcomed and accepted here. And they have a great kids program as well, and I'm having a great time.
It blows my mind, the quality of actors, production teams that you see in these relatively small towns in southern New Jersey, and I think for me that's the thing that's most special about it, is that the quality of the productions that you get here in a small town theater.
How do you feel this show is relevant to our world today?
My journey with this has been very interesting, because as we look at today's America, it's going to be hard to watch the show and not be impacted by a trans actor playing Cassius. So I've been really interested in how that changes the way that the production runs, how that impacts Cassius's personal urgency in killing Caesar before he becomes a dictator. So that's something that I find really timely.
Julius Caesar was the first Shakespeare play to be put up at the Globe Theater. And it was right at a time where Queen Elizabeth was aging. There was still a lot of political uncertainty over what would happen after her reign. Shakespeare was writing about the fall of the Roman Republic, but the themes of the play still play out in terms of what we're seeing now in our global politics. You are seeing the consequences of political ambition. You are seeing what happens when individuals justify extremes for the sake of what they deem to be the greater good. And you're seeing the impact of rhetoric on public manipulation and really what that means.
It's one of those plays that's always going to be timeless and always going to be relevant. And people always see themselves in it and have an idea of where they would be in this sort of tumultuous society that we're portraying on stage.
Julius Caesar runs March 14th through the 30th at the Ritz Theater in Haddon Township. I'm Gina Marie Rodriguez for Jersey Arts. Thanks for watching.